the City of Fairfax Democratic Committee meeting. For those of you who don't know me, I am Laura Stokes. I'm the chair of the City of Fairfax Democrats. We are a small committee, but as Tom likes to say, we are small but mighty. And we punch far above our weight. And this, what we're doing tonight, talking to these CD11 candidates, is this the first time you've all been together?
Yes.
Since
This is a group
of five.
Hey!
Yeah.
City of Fairfax Democrats did that, baby. So we are small but mighty. We had an incredible relationship with our late Congressman Jerry Connolly. Many of us are still mourning him, and we will be memorializing him all summer long, I think. He had the big shoes to fill. And I don't know if you saw today, but one of Trump's buddies, I think his name is Nathan Hedrick, thank you, just pledged to spend $2 million taking Jerry Connolly's seat away from us and giving it to the Republicans. So this race is critical. We need to get the right fighter as our Democratic nominee so he could take on, or she could take on, that $2 million, that $3 million heavily funded Trumper and take him out and keep the seat for Democrats. We can't let Jerry's legacy be that we lose the seat to Republicans. We can't lose it. So this race is super important. So when I realized we only had about 3 weeks to get it together, Youngkin did that to us on purpose. He wants us to fail. So what we need to do as Democrats is step up, go out, work the polls, go out, knock doors for your chosen candidate, and then be ready to knock for June, and then we're going to go back out and knock July and August, because the election for Congress will be in September 9th. So remember, June 28th, September 9th, these are your dates when you need to be ready to vote. At all costs, drag yourself to the polls.
And there's no early voting, right?
And, well, we're working on that. So
okay.
I will give an update later tonight. I also sit on the CD11 committee, and I've been working all week on the caucus. I am the volunteer manager for the caucus. We need 500 volunteers to have enough voting locations to make this fair. So I will be talking to each and every committee member and every upright human adult body I can find to come out and work the polls. So don't think you're getting away from it. So we need you to come out and work the polls. I'll talk more about it later in our meeting, but we need to let these folks talk. Many of us don't know some of these folks. Some of us have long relationships with a few of these people. Some of us we're just meeting for the first time tonight. So I wanted to give them an opportunity to introduce themselves, tell us a bit about themselves. Unfortunately, we can only really do about a minute because we have, if you see this agenda, is a whole page. So we have a lot to do, but I'm going to let them talk. You can go and speak with them over in the yard a little bit if you have questions, but we're not going to do formal Q&A tonight. But I do know there will be a forum organized in Reston later this month. So I will make sure you get that information. You need to register to attend that forum because the Reston Hall cannot seat everybody. But you know me, I will get you the info, I will get you the link, I will get you in. So make sure. Oh, is this one of our candidates?
Yeah.
Hi, which one are you?
Josh Aisen.
Nice to meet you. Sorry, I don't know. It changes every hour, so
Did you say that name recognition would be a problem?
This is their chance to boost their name recognition. So I will get you the info, but that's one of our only other campaign times to see them all at one time. So this is it, and so feel free to go the yard. There's 2 nice side yards too if you want to talk to them, get to know them a little bit, think about your choice very carefully. All right, I'm going to start with Amy Roma.
All right.
Amy, you've got 1 minute. You might want to move up here.
Jesus, put me in, coach. Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for letting me come and speak with you tonight. My name is Amy Roma, and I'm one of the Democratic candidates for the absolute sprint that is the VA11 special election right now. About me, I live in Vienna, Virginia with my husband Ryan, who's sitting over there, and my 2 wonderful children, Finn and Grace. I also have a sister who I help take care of who has Down syndrome and early onset Alzheimer's. So my days are spent driving to soccer practice, sitting in traffic on 66, and reading every version of the reconciliation bill to see how much her services and programs are going to be absolutely gutted under this current devastating bill pending right now before Congress. So with that said, we're seeing Trump attack on all sides. We're seeing him undermine the rule of law. We're seeing him destroy the Constitution. We're seeing him gut government agencies, and he's only getting started. My background is that I'm not just a soccer mom, I'm also a lawyer with 20 years of experience working in national security and energy space. I have an MBA from the University of Virginia in finance, and I have a demonstrated track record of running towards the fire and getting things done when we're in emergencies. Whether it's evacuating Afghan allies out of Afghanistan, going to the southern border to work in detention facilities, or getting PPE and masks for our frontline medical workers during the pandemic. Time and time again, I run towards the fire and I accomplish the impossible, and I do it fast, and I do it again and again and again. And right now, we need a Democrat that is more than just somebody who is a solid no vote for Trump and Trump's agenda. We need a Democrat that has a plan to get things done. Minus 3 points. First, on day one, I'm going to hold Trump accountable for his overreach and protect government workers. During the midterm, I'm going to pass legislation to finish my day.
Finish the sentence, but like, that's it.
I'm going to pass legislation to prevent executive branch overreach and fix the government that we have been having torn apart. She means serious, folks. I had like 10 seconds left, but that's all right. We're good.
I've done that job. I get it.
Good job.
Thank you, Ms. Roma. We appreciate you. All right, we're going to go in order that they're lined up. So next we have Candice Bennett.
Hi, everybody. I'm Candice Bennett. Some of you do know me. I ran for office 10 years ago in Mount Vernon. I also was the finance chair for the Fairfax County Dems with Dan Lagana a few years back. I currently sit on the Fairfax County Planning Commissioner, so I'm actually going to run from here to our meeting because y'all know we meet twice a week. I am a longtime affordable housing advocate. I've been working at Good Shepherd Housing for over 10 years, doing the work on the ground that actually builds affordable housing, not just talking the talk, but doing the work. Why am I running? I was asked to run by a friend who's a federal employee whose husband was ripped the week before. My husband's a federal employee. My mom is on Medicaid in a nursing home, and my organization lost a $350,000 grant thanks to the Trump administration. And the current budget bill that was passed by one vote the day Congressman Connolly passed away literally guts HUD. So anybody that you know that benefits from vouchers at all, they are at risk. And I will go to Congress to fight for them, to fight for all of you, and to fight for Fairfax. Thank you.
All right, next we have Dan Lee. Go ahead, Dan.
Hi everyone, my name is Dan. I bet you guys are all wondering who is this guy in front of me. I'm happy to introduce myself. I'm a son of immigrants who landed here in Fairfax County and made their life here. I attended Fairfax County Public Schools. I cleaned floors to pay for college at GW. And most of my career has been in public service. I've worked at the highest levels of the federal government, state government, and I'm fearful for the moment that we're in today, right? Democrats, we have to fight against Trump. That is absolutely true. But we also have to cast a vision for what it is we're fighting for. And that is the part that's missing. For me, I'm in healthcare. I'm a healthcare entrepreneur because my mom, she has Parkinson's. And when she turned 65, that was the day my life just felt right because she finally had qualified for Medicare. And they're about to take Medicare and Medicaid away from her. That is unacceptable. So I'm fighting for an America that I hope we can provide guaranteed healthcare for all Americans, that we can provide a livable wage for all Americans,
10 seconds.
and that we can provide affordable dependent care for our kids and our seniors. I'm happy to talk more with each of you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. All right. Mr. Walkinshaw, Supervisor, please.
Well, thank you all. It is so great to be back with the Fairfax City Dems. I am one of those folks who's fortunate to have a lot of long relationships with you all. I'm James Walkinshaw. I was born and raised in Northern Virginia. Come from a working class family. My dad was a plumber. My mom was a nurse. When I was 26 years old, I got the opportunity of a lifetime when Jerry Connolly asked me to be his chief of staff in Congress. I did that for 11 years. We passed the Affordable Care Act. During the first Trump administration, we blocked the Republican effort to repeal the Affordable Care Act, and we impeached Donald Trump. That's an applause line, impeach Donald Trump. I flipped the Republican-held seat on the Board of Supervisors in 2019 and went to work. I led the effort to ban guns from our rec centers and our parks. and I'm very proud of my leadership as chair of our interjurisdictional committee with the city of Fairfax. We're working with David Meyer. I helped to revive the effort to construct the new Willard Sherwood Community and Health Center, which is going to be an incredible asset for folks in the city and in the county. Look, it's a special election. There's no orientation for new members of Congress elected in a special election. We have to hit the ground running, possibly the day after the election. I'm the candidate in the race who has the experience to do that. Thank you all so much.
If there's any doubt, I would not be relentless. That's right. Everybody gets the same time. Mr. Martinez, please.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for having us here today and for opening the home. My name is Leo Martinez. That's how they call me. And I come from the future. And you're going to say, what is this guy saying? He comes from the future. Well, I'm an immigrant from Venezuela. And everything that is happening, I've seen it. And you know what I did? My last job in Venezuela, I was one of the co-leaders of the opposition to Hugo Chavez. And I had to leave with my 4 children for my life. So no joke when it comes to talk about what this is about. I know exactly. Talking about who's ready on day 1 to fight authoritarianism, you got your guy here. 2, I have been in Fairfax County with my 4 children who graduated from our public schools, remade my life here as an immigrant, build a business successfully that has both a domestic and an international component, so I know business. So defending democracy and creating economic opportunity. That's what I do, that's how I've been doing all these years. Lately, I served on the Biden administration, precisely in those roles, and I've served our Commonwealth in the Small Business Commission and in the University of Mary Washington. There's a lot more about me in the website. You can go and see. I love to be here. I'm going to be around. I love to talk about all these with you.
Thank you. And this is Joshua Aisen, is that correct? Yeah. Aisen, sorry.
I come from the world of naval aviation. Accountability and reality are our watchwords. If you think that impeaching Donald Trump in the first term is an applause line, yeah, that sure showed him, didn't it? But that's exactly the mindset that is creating problems for us, isn't it? The same stuff, the same people. We all agree that we're in a crisis. This crisis unfolded over the last couple of years with the same leadership that is still in place right now. They allowed it to happen. They don't know how to fight it. They don't know what to do. Has anyone seen any progress? And now they've picked a candidate for us. They know who they want to send back. And I promise you, if we keep going down this path, we'll be here again in a year, looking at each other, wondering what the heck has gone wrong, why it hasn't changed. And in 2 years, and in 3. JoshAisen.com, I invite you to check it out. Thanks.
Thank you. And thank you to school board member Christina Cesare for letting me use her phone. And despite really not wanting me. So that means there's something about me on your phone. So I just, oh, okay, sorry. So thank you very much to our candidates. Bobby, you can stop.